Here we go, man. Fog Entertainment, early morning, ranking The Wire seasons. I actually did this for Jesus TV, but channel's gone, so kind of have to redo it. And what have we got here? We've got the fifth, the fourth, the third. Is that the second? And that's the first. We've got S, A, B, C, D. Now, obviously, S is like your 9, 10. D is like your bottom of the barrel shite. But we've got season 1. I feel like season 1 is it my favourite? I don't know, man. I feel like this show's massively overrated. It does some stuff really well. You know, like the actual focus of a city, you know, rather than just like a certain crew, you know, but I just feel like the show's very lackluster. Especially when you go into a show with the hype of this is the greatest thing, you know, since sliced bread. Like The Sopranos gets hyped up a lot. Like I feel like the plots in The Wire are much better than The Sopranos, but the characters aren't, and therefore each show kind of just has a void. Like I mean, I could rant on Sopranos all day here, but we've got season 1 here. Obviously, it's the introduction. It's Barksdale's crew. You get D'Angelo. You've got. I mean, this is when Barksdale's organisation is by far at its strongest. You know, you get the introduction to all the characters. There's a lot of big moments. They all get arrested at the end. Kima gets shot. You know, you get Stinkum getting killed. You've got the Weebay meme, which is always a good scene. You know, and I just feel like it's probably the most consistent season, but I feel like if the first season is the best season of a TV show, then it's got a problem. Now, Prison Break's first season is by far the best season of it, but at least you can kind of accept that because it's called Prison Break. It's centered around a prison break, and you know, in the first season, obviously the first Prison Break is going to feel a bit more special than the second or the third one. You get me? You know. So I think Prison Break is one of those shows where you can get away with it, but here I probably would put the first season as the best. The second season, I think it's like a C. Yeah, it's like a 4 out of 10. I mean, like there is some parts I like about it, but how do you go feel like fucking the corners? You know, you've got Barksdale. I mean, you've got full on gangsters to the second season, and you're focusing on a bunch of fishermen. Seriously. Now, apparently the season 2 premiere was like the highest rated episode because obviously people are expecting big things, and then it's like they just go shit on you, you know. So that's very funny there. Next up though, we've got season 5. Again, I mean, it's probably like a 6 out of 10. I actually didn't mind the serial killer storyline. I feel like it would have been much better if it was an actual serial killer, you know. I like the whole stuff for like Omar against Snoop and Chris for most of the season, but I just feel like they shafted Omar. You know, I feel like they could have did it. He could have got a few more bodies, like rather than Savino, a guy who we hadn't seen since the first season and didn't even know he existed. You know, but I mean, it was an alright ending to the show, but it was still a bit lackluster. Next up though, we've got season 4. People overrate this. I mean, I'd say it's bang in the middle. It does focus on a lot of kids, and I think it is a cool aspect, but it's like this season, Stringer's dead, Avon's arrested, so the Barksdale organisation is literally being run by Bodhi, because Slim Charles, well, I mean, it's not even being run, because it doesn't really exist. I like Slim Charles, I feel like he's one of the most underrated characters probably in TV history, but, again, doesn't really get an awful lot of he doesn't really get a lot of screen time throughout the show. I mean, this just focuses on a bunch of kids and all what they're doing. I mean, McNulty's barely in it. You get Hamsterdam. Or is that season 3? What season's Hamsterdam? Aye, Hamsterdam's season 3, aye. Because season 4, Bunny's in the school. I like the fact it does focus on the kids, but I feel like this would have been perfect for season 2. You know? If you want to divert a wee bit from like the proper just full on corner stuff, and then Marlowe just sucks, never rated the guy, never win. So yeah, that will go in there. And with season 3, I feel like, I mean, I'm kind of tempted to put it above. I'll put it above 1, right? Because you get Avon coming out of jail, big moment. You get Stringer getting killed. You get the return of like Brother Maso. Him and Omar teaming up. I thought was a brilliant tag team. You know, I did like Amsterdam for what it was. You do get like the Barksdale. You do get a Barksdale versus Marlowe war, even though it's very watered down. You know, it very much is. Like, is there actually been a TV show where you get a war where it's like proper? You know, like you look at the state of the Sopranos towards the end. You know, like they literally hype up a war between New York and like Jersey since like season 3, since like Tony kind of had the problem with him moving in the fucking Jersey and then the whole Carmine stuff. Then it's like, oh, Ralph said a joke about his wife, and then that basically drags it out. Oh, Tony Blondetto killed Hing. It's just wee slug pots that just build it up towards it. And then Phil Leotardo, the top dog, gets killed by a fucking guy we don't even know. And then Tony, it's just garbage, man. Bobby gets killed, whoop-de-doo. By that point, you couldn't give a fuck. Silvio gets shot, couldn't care, and then Patsy runs off, you know. I feel like, at least in Sons of Anarchy, man, like, when they had a feud with like another organisation, there was like proper payoff, and most of these shows it's just fucking garbage. The truth, you know, like here you don't really get it. Everyone just gets arrested at the end. You know, like realistically, was there any need of keeping Avon alive? Now, if they've got something planned in the future or bringing this fucking show back, maybe alright, fair enough, but. Maybe they want Avon to be in jail, Stringer dead, so they kind of had like two different endings. So I get that, but I just feel like there's a lot of missed opportunities with The Wire, guys, and that's about the bottom line. It's not a god tier show. It's a decent show. I would give it a 7 out of 10 overall. It does stuff really well, but I mean, each episode's an hour. There is points where it is massively dragging. But anyway, till next time, leave your thoughts down below, and I might do The Sopranos. Actually, I don't know. I've already did that. I can't be arsed. Shite.